From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
What? 180.
43. It's been a long day for you. Check 37. Check 37.
Maverick. Done.
On first down, it's gone. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running, it's Drake.
Check 26. Check 26.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch up. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch two. Let's go, B. Hey, Delta. We got to step it up. Mike two. I'm here all day.
From the gun, here's Gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Check three. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Rams nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
We go. 76.
Now on 2nd and 16. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Cut. 180.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Mike's 43.
There's Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
59. Man, watch out. Check out.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. Pass taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Rams have got it. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Value 1.
Back to throw. Goff. A deep ball for Gurley. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Drake will start the drive on the ground. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
76. 76.
Check, 43.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Touch.
Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We go time. 120. Hold on. Check. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
To the air again. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
It's our time.
Now this time Murray to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff, Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hey, Orbit.
Choose the mic. It's our field. It's our field.
Goff now looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Switch on. Come on. 6 guys. Check.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Henry.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
First down, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 54 Mike. 54 Mike.
Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go, D. Let's go. Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Murray with a third and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to air it out deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Mike, check. 59.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Touchdown. 54. I'm here all day. That's it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Listen.
On 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Dorsett. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Check 59.
let's go.
Murray now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw is gone. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now it's Peterson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 3, drop.
On first down, Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Out, 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 out. Blue draw, Coco. Whip, whip, block. Watch the whip. Yes, yeah. Put it right.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike, 54. That's what I do. Jim.
The give running right, Drake. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, check 24. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping. Showing it.
On 1st and goal, Drake. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. stepping up. He's going to keep it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
37. Rams, nothing. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on...
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Sponge! No! Don't take! Spell! Check the backer! He's coming! Hey! Double up! He's over!
They stay on the ground with Drake. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He may try and run for this. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. There's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go!
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on first down, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third and long. It's gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. A win would be their second on the young season.
Let's go now. 15-1. 59.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the